So I thought it might be cool to let everybody else choose what my next YouTube video would be. On Twitter, right around 60% of you chose this for me to go up in my attic and share some of the stuff I have saved from the 1990s. Grab your flip phones, and by the way, welcome to my garage. Let's hop in the time machine. You know, I was actually going to start with this Motorola flip phone. I believe this is the last non-iPhone cell phone that I ever used, but I'm slowly starting to get the years coming back to me and realizing that this was more from the 2000s, early 2000s. So I guess this does not qualify as a 90s item, but I know this pager. Yes, this pager is from the 90s. The question is, if I put a battery in, does it still work? Oh, you remember that one? Oh my gosh. All these noises. Yeah, so I'll choose that one. All right, enough. I'm not sure everybody watching this understands the magnitude of what a pager was to young people in the 90s, because like if you were gonna meet your friends somewhere, if you were gonna communicate with your friends, the thing you relied on most was a telephone, but you didn't have that in your pocket 24/7 like kids do now. So the closest thing you could really get was the pager. Eventually, there was the evolution of pager code. I don't have all day in this video to explain, but go Google that when you're done watching this. Pager code was the way to text message via numbers before there was text messaging. So, you know what? This was my pager. Every cool kid had one. And you know what? It was the way you'd wear it. You have the clip just hanging out of your pocket. So as soon as somebody saw the clip, it was almost like a fashion statement to have the pager. This is the Motorola Flex pager from Page USA. Who's ready to play SimCity 2000? This is crazy to me. It's 2018 as I tape this. That's 18 years since 2000. And when I loaded this on my PC sometime in the early 90s, mid 90s, 2000 seemed a long way off. There were no spaceships, were there, in the year 2000, at least not that I knew of, but this was an awesome game to play. I remember sitting there for hours trying to build up the city and then try not to have the disaster strike, and you'd build up money and you'd have skyscrapers and new buildings would come along. This was an awesome game to play, and yes, I actually do still have the CD inside. I wonder if this is worth anything. Probably not, but it was worth it to me. You know what? It's worth it to me to keep and hang on to this. I thought this was random. So 99 on the keychain. That's my graduation year. Channel 36, where I used to work. The old Warriors logo, which was a Fox Sports Bay Area giveaway. How about the Sharks? Free Pepsi with a pizza purchase at Round Table. A couple radio stations, 106 KMEL and Wild 94.9. I believe they still both exist. Oh, apparently I forgot this too from the keychain. Z95.7, which is interesting because it eventually turned into 95.7 The Game, a radio station that sometimes I'm actually on. Oh man, this is nuts. This is my high school class ring. I guess it could fit. I guess it could still fit my ring finger. I guess that's the one I had it sized for. Better come off. My signature's still inside it, and you can see all the close-ups here. Basketball and baseball on one side. The Trojan. Castro Valley High School mascot is the Trojans. How about this? A solar-powered calculator. Let's see if it still works. Ooh, this one may have had, oh no! There it is. The TI-25 Stat. Now, I'm pretty sure I had a bigger one for a more advanced math class at some point in high school. But I remember this one kind of being the workhorse for a lot of years. A lot of tough tests that I didn't want to take. I know everybody else had the TI 83 or 82. Pretty sure I had one of those also, but It didn't make it. This guy did. Who actually uses a calculator anymore? It's on everybody's phone. So yeah. All right, couple more things here. This one needs explaining. This is the Sony VX1000. This was the camcorder of choice in the late 90s. I was so fortunate to get my hands on this one, but it's just amazing. The picture quality of the camera I'm using right now is like 1,000 times better than this ever was. But at the time, this thing was revolutionary. It was digital. Let me repeat, it was digital. It took the small DV tapes and it did not record analog, it recorded digital. The picture was so much clearer on this thing than anything else way back then. But again, just as opposed to now, I mean, the iPhone you're probably watching this on shoots either 1080 or 4K, 4,000 lines of resolution. This thing, about 400 lines of resolution. But I saved it. All right, you know you were gonna see this at some point. Oh yeah, the Brazil varsity jacket, Castro Valley High School. Quite honestly, I may have not put this on in at least, well, gosh, how many years ago did I graduate? Oh my goodness. Do you notice something immediately here? Like, who else was gonna fit in this jacket? Was like huge the thing back then? Did I shrink? 99, the graduation year. Number 10, that's what I wore in basketball. I guess here a list of the teams I played on, and yeah, I mean, there you go. Couldn't throw this away, right? Had to save it. And then last but not least, I know this one doesn't fit me, but the A's starter jacket. This might have actually been more of an 80s thing, if I think about it. If I'm being fair here. Oh man, look at the starter logo right there. It's got that real satin feel to it. I saw somebody wearing one of these at the game the other day, and I don't know if it was a retro remake or one of the originals, but this thing has held up pretty darn well. Look at that gold on the inside. Oh, and just to prove it, name is written on the inside. All right, well, hey, that's it for this time. I hope you had fun looking through some of my stuff from the attic, from the 1990s. If you liked this video, thumbs up, that'd be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really would appreciate that. And check out some of the other great videos I have for you here on YouTube.